Hey Dylan, this is Joel. It was sure nice to see you a couple days ago, buddy. So there are the new clubs, and you see, again, so you're about choked down with that iron about halfway. So I think that's a good place to be for those irons. Now if you grow a bunch this summer, obviously we might change that, but for right now, bud, that's where you want to be with those irons. And then with the driver, I like that better, where you're choked down all the way to the bottom of the grip, and then we might get that driver cut down as the season goes into the spring and summer. But for right now, I think just choking down the bottom of the grip with that driver will be very, very good for you. And you see how good this swing's looking, Dylan. And you're pounding that thing a lot longer and higher with that new driver. Love your balance there, buddy. You see how nice and parallel the shaft is. The club head's on plane, and even right to there, man, the shaft is parallel to your plane line. So that looks fantastic. And then with that iron, same good hinge that we started on last fall is occurring. That's great. And then right around that plane line on the downswing. And even right there, bud, that shaft is parallel to your plane line and your finish. And from the face-on angle, same good balance, same good hinge is occurring there, Dylan. Man, I like that. A lot of good stuff going on. And here's the driver. That's sweet. A lot of good stuff, man. And then it was nice to see you out playing yesterday with Nolan. That was nice, bud. And then just telling Nolan, I didn't mind him hitting into me on number 9 there. That ball came pretty close to me. But because I'm sure, I guess he probably hit it better and he'd hit it all day or something. It was just an accident. And don't worry about this. Tell him not to worry about it. But in the future, if he does that with strangers, what you want to do, we've all done it accidentally, hit into the group in front of us when we all of a sudden hit a really good one. Just have him go up and apologize. What you do is you kind of wave at him and say, "I'm sorry," yell it real loud, "I'm sorry," and that'll be a nice way for no one to take care of that in the future. So it's sure nice to meet him the other day with you too there, buddy. Keep up the good work. And again, remember in the chip shot, we decided, I can't remember, but if it was the 7 or the 8. I know you hit one. You hit them both well, but with that chip shot, your motion was a lot like this, man. It was nice and smooth. Right there. Just turn your shoulders back and through like a pendulum. That's what it looked like. And you got nice results. Where again, you're working on trying to get it perfect as often as possible. And then with that pitch, again, like we saw, just like the chip, it was easy to hit it straight. The challenge is hitting it the right distance. And that's what you did so well with your chip shots that day, a couple days ago in our lesson. So this is after Taylor had hit 10 balls there. You see 2 were a little long. One's right under the camera here, so 2 were a little long. There's that one under the camera. So those 2 were a little long, 4 were perfect. And the other 4, you actually missed the green. 2 in the bunker and 2 short of the green right there. That was the first one he hit. So, again, man, just get gradually better and better with your distance control as we go through the spring and into the summer, Dylan. Be helping you keep that score very, very low. So thanks so much, Dylan. Talk to you soon. If I don't see you in the next week or 2, I'll see you down there at Shawnee. Great to see you yesterday.
This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is the 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. And then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter. Ellie, good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied and think we're looking better on the video here, and we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is for the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we can come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.